Oh, why hello there. I didn't see it come in. I'm Bucky O'Neill. I'm here to talk to you about the Maze Runner. Thomas was a young lad in his teenage years. He got sent up in the cage, or a box, up to this place called the Glade. There were a whole bunch of muscular boys around him. Once he got to know everyone, he was intimidated by Albie, who was a large African who ruled the place. He befriended a chubby kid named Chuck, who was the largest in the Glade. Thomas was informed that he needed to do a job, to stay active, to help everyone. He tested jobs including the slaughterhouse, being a gardener, but most of all, he wanted to be a runner. A runner was a job that let you outside the Glade and into the maze, the unknown. He wanted to know the secrets that everyone wasn't telling him. The next day, he woke to loud booming from all directions. A new glader came up from the box, and it was the first girl. She appeared to be dead. She was put into the medic house because she was still breathing. Minho, the keeper of the runners, went out with Albie to investigate a dead graver. A graver is a monster that lurks in the maze and kills runners, or stings them with their needle, which is on a metallic spider arm connected to a slug-like body. Minho and Albie didn't come back until the doors to the maze were closing, and Thomas pushed his way through the closing walls and stepped inside the maze because he wanted to help, be a runner, and discover the unknown. But it was nighttime and they needed to escape the gravers. Albie was stung by the graver because it was playing dead. Albie was unconscious. Minho ran away while Thomas put Albie up in the vines, and Thomas stayed still in the vines so the graver wouldn't notice him. But one of them found him anyway. Though Thomas got away, found Minho, and escaped the maze with Albie without dying from the gravers, the first time. Thomas became friends with Minho after he nominated Thomas as a runner. Albie was put into the medic house to be given the serum to cure his injury. The girl woke later that day. Her name was Teresa. She informed Thomas a lot of secrets to people who go through being stung. They get visions from their past lives. It's called the changing. The next day, Thomas and Minho entered the maze to do their jobs, but they found a clue that would lead them to the creators of the maze. The two of them found a potential exit, a door. But once they got close, everything started falling down and closing. The walls closed and everything closed, but when they got back to the Glade, the only thing that didn't close was the maze doors. The grievers can't be kept out now. Gally, another glader, was stung in the process. He went insane and jumped inside the griever's jaws. The griever ran away back into the maze. It was odd that a griever had only killed one person, though they always killed more. They headed out to the door if they could see if the code they found would lead them to freedom. A lot of grievers stood in their way, but they made it to the place where the grievers come from. The door opened to a panel with all the letters on it and a red button. They entered the code, but they couldn't enter the final word, push. But push meant to push the red button. Teresa pushed the button, and the grievers behind them stopped and shut down. A door opened in the hall of the hole. They went down and found the creators of the maze's lair. But all when everything is coming together, Gally enters the room. He was stunned. He threw a knife at Thomas, but Chuck, one of his best friends, dove in front of him, and the dagger entered his chest. Chuck was dead. Thomas was very sad. A woman was sitting in the chair watching this happen. She told all of the gladers that they were saved and out of reach of the catastrophic virus called the flare. The sun came closer to the earth and everywhere turned to a hot, empty desert. The flare was inside the griever's needles. Being stung was getting the virus, the flare. Ecosystems died, jungles were gone, and the entire time they were being tested to go and survive in the dead world. The woman left, and the gladers got on a bus, which led them to an unknown place, where they called it a night. Now get out of my house.